We must hurry back to Everkeep. Zoraal Ja thinks nothing of others' lives. He will kill his own people. Chances are we'll have to face a good part of his army, with Otis among them. Let's take all care. Oh, a battle. Not a... It's not a dungeon? Are you ready? They're killing the people of... I mean, most of them can rest, but...
Ow!
I have no more use for you. Be gone.
Father, wait! Father! Otis, Hamachi, you have to stop him. You have to.
Ah, there we are. You idiot.
What have you done?
What have you done, idiot?
Sveen, can't you order them to stand down?
The King of Resolve holds military authority. I cannot overrule his commands.
If there's something you can do, then do it! Your crimes are beyond forgiveness, but your people are innocent.
If you care for your people, then protect them. We won't let Zoraal Ja have his way any longer. Hope you don't mind if I obliterate you.
I deceived you all, and still...
The talk can wait. When you said that you wanted to protect your people, I trust you weren't lying.
Of course not! There's nothing I wouldn't do for them!
Then let's split up and get to work.
Do what you can do.
Please, everyone! Lend me your strength!
Authority enough to move structures. Okay.
Right, let's deal with these ones first.
You pull them, I kill them.
There are still those we can save! We keep moving!
Okay. So many still crying out in fear and pain. Please hold on. Monsters? Etherite Plaza. Is it me or are those bigger than the usual soldiers? Oh, we're going to the government building. Okay.
Looks like that does it for this area.
Look, the king's forces are on the move.
Oh no, this is the district with Arcadian.
There are still civilians on True View.
True View.
Well, we can't leave the wounded. Let's divide into 2 groups. Kryl, Rahan, please stay here and render aid. The rest of us will go and deal with the machines.
All right.
Oh, they're waiting for us. Oh no, Otis.
Otis, you've got to wake up.
He can't.
Otis?
I'm gonna have to kill Otis. Okay, walk them out to your thing. Go. Shoot. Come on.
For the honor of the Royal Knights! Forward!
No, Otis.
Otis, don't you recognize us?
First formation! The Knights Valor!
Okay.
Second formation! Seize the glory of victory!
No, Otis. I don't want to kill you.
Something about him is familiar, but it couldn't be.
Yes, it could be.
Third formation!
Formation Gamma.
For Alexandria!
It is him,
The captain of the...
of the Knights.
Yeah, you idiot. Subdue Otis. How do I subdue Otis?
Everyone, keep your guard up. Damn it! How do we bring him to his senses?
You can't.
If he still remembers me, then perhaps.
Then do something.
Right, he's deactivated. It should be safe to approach.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Otis! No! I remember you, Otis, so please remember yourself. You're a proud knight of Alexandria, a man who lives to serve the kingdom and its subjects.
What the hell is... Is that... like a behemoth?
Otis!
Pray, stand back, Your Majesty. I am Sir Otis Bellona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Upon mine honor, you shall harm neither my fair queen nor our citizens!
I'm gonna fight with Otis, okay? So, okay, let's do it. Uklamar is not going to come.
Apologies for the trouble I caused. So long as this body holds, I shall...
Yeah, he's likely going to die.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Stop the fiend from absorbing lighting.
Devil's lightning to himself.
Oh, I should be attacking this one. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's too many.
Leave this to me. Behold, the blade work of a royal knight.
Uh-oh.
Such tremendous lightning.
Yeah, there's too many. Oh, crap. I didn't see how many... I can't move. Let me go. No, 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 no. Two, no. Not two, not two, not two, not two.
Not good. At this rate.
No.
Upon mine honor, we shall weather this storm. Now, lay the fiend low.
Beat the fiend before Otis succumbs.
Otis, you must stop! Your body can't survive this!
Nay, I cannot yield, even should it cost me my life.
Cannot hold on for much longer. I know, I know, I know.
My queen, are you unharmed?
I don't know if it was scripted. Yeah, no, Otis is gonna die.
Otis. Thank you, Lord Captain, for the delicious repast, for everything.
The old units do not have regulators. Their souls cannot be recovered. He is gone. The Otis who so valiantly fought for us. I'm truly grateful for your help. Would that I had the time to thank you properly. But I'm afraid I cannot linger. There are urgent duties I must perform.
Hey, Wait!
Oh, and there you are, Kakiwa.
Everyone all right?
We're fine, but Otis is...
So he's the one who was looking after Zoraal Ja.
Thanks to you, Solution 9 has been spared the worst. But the situation on the other levels is grim. We're currently assessing the full extent of the casualties. In the meantime, could you help us treat the wounded?
No, I have to follow Zoraal Ja. And the mystery of Kakiwa still hasn't resolved. Where is Erenville? God damn it. What is Zoraal Ja trying to achieve by slaughtering his own people? That he's still bent on surpassing Papa is clear by why this massacre. I don't understand. Right now we can only guess at his intent, but his obsession must be strong indeed to endure after 30 years. But now isn't the time to ponder such things. The people need our help. I have been thinking, by wearing regulators, the people of Alexandria had been spared the fear of death. That's because the device not only resurrects you, it also erases your memories of the departed. The very notion of dying would have become vague if not forgotten. To be killed over and over. I can't imagine how traumatized the survivors must be. Even if they're not physically hurt, they would still need care. At a time like this, the citizens need their queen to console them, but where has she gone? I don't know. There are other districts, so perhaps she's checking on them. In any case, it's too much for her to handle alone. Countless people will be distraught, and we ought to provide them with what comfort we can. So while Kakiwa and her crew tend to those with physical injuries, let's seek out those whose wounds are emotional. Understood. If you and Sakasite want to concentrate on True View, the rest of us will see to other areas. Sounds like a plan. Alright everyone, we'll meet up in the back room after. Thank you. I'm alright, I think. Say, you were fighting with Queen Sphene, weren't you? Are the rumors true then? That Her Majesty isn't a living person, that her actual body is elsewhere, in the cloud or some such, and she uses a special power to appear before us. I had always wondered why the Alexandrians never questioned her true nature, but now I think I understand why. She personally fought to protect us. That's enough for me to know she's a worthy ruler. It doesn't matter what she is. It's over? I'm still alive? Ah, thank goodness. It makes no sense. What right did the king have to destroy our lives like this? Give us back our peace. Leave us out of your damned war. Sphene is as guilty as everyone, so she takes someone from another dimension who's bent on war, and she decides that he will be a tool for her conquest. And she's surprised when he turns against her. Never have I been so scared in my life. I had died in an accident before, but that was nothing compared to this. To be killed again, and again, and again. It was a living nightmare. And King Zoraal Ja was behind it, you say? Since he suddenly appeared, he's done nothing good for us. He thinks only of war. Ordered more soldiers to be produced. And now he unleashes them on us? He's no king of mine. He's a murderer, and someone needs to make him pay. That's the plan, kid. It seems things are somewhat under control, while Alice and the others are still out there. I couldn't help but worry about Zoraal Ja. He hasn't uttered a word. A small wonder given his ordeal. I'm going to talk to him about everything. Bright as he is, there's no use hiding it. He would eventually find out, and it would hurt him more. Very well. Above all, he needs to know that he isn't alone.
Are you all right, Zoraal Ja?
Lots of people are dead because of my father, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's...
And Otis. He's gone too, isn't he?
I'm sorry.
My father is a bad man. That's why you're going to kill him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, sweetheart. Look.
Forget it. I don't care anymore.
Listen to me, Zoraal Ja. You're right. We're going to confront your father. He invaded Tuliyollal and hurt my people. As vow of resolve, it's my duty to bring him to justice.
Don't you think of him as family anymore?
After the attack, I was filled with rage. I told myself over and over that he's no brother of mine. But it isn't so simple. No matter what I feel or say, all those years I spent striving to live up to his example, they won't just disappear. What's more, it's because we're family that we have to correct each other when someone goes astray. That's why I must confront my brother, like your grandfather did, even though it cost him his life.
But Otis is gone now. If my father was gone too, then I'd have no one.
She's your aunt.
What are you saying, Zoraal Ja? Take a look around.
You have us, Zoraal Ja. All of us. We'll be with you through thick and thin. You're not alone. You'll never be alone again.
Someone hug a little thing. Poor little kid. You should get some rest, Zoraal Ja. You have been through a lot. I do feel a bit sleepy. There's a room in the back you can use. Could you take Zoraal Ja there? I will, thank you. The things I would say to Zoraal Ja as a mother, but I had better not get started. Instead, let me thank you. We couldn't have gotten through this without you and yours. Until the others return, you ought to take what rest you can as well. It isn't over, after all. What's wrong? You could prepare, otherwise feel free. back room. A fuzzy image, you say? Is it still happening? Well, it's an old-worn thing. There's bound to be a few hitches. It's nothing to worry about, though. We'll have a meeting to discuss our next move in a little while, so until then... Where's Erenville? Had enough rest, have you? Then let's round up everyone. During your confrontation with him, Zoraal Ja bade Wuklamat come to the tower's summit. Problem is, the elevators have been locked down due to the state of emergency. We've been working to lift the access restrictions, but frankly, it's not looking promising. Are there any other ways we can get to Zoraal Ja? We believe so. As you know, Solution 9 occupies Everkeep's 9th level. The summit, meanwhile, is the 12th. The map appears to be cut off. While the King and Queen's residence is believed to be located there, the details are highly classified, hence the lack of map data. We do, however, have reliable intelligence concerning everything up to the 11th level. What is this place? This is Origenics, the facility where souls are separated and refined for use. The process begins at the base with the extraction of souls from regulators and fiends. Those souls are then transported up to the etheric separator, where they are cleansed of memories. Finally, they are packed with thin soul cells for distribution. Well, for Fend, they have recreated the process by which souls are broken down in the ethereal sea. An affront to nature, I know, but ethical discussions must wait. The salient point is that the facility extends vertically from the 1st to the 11th level. Now, if Zoraal Ja intends to strengthen himself with the people's souls, as we strongly suggest, then the facility will be operating to process and transport those souls directly to him on the 12th level. So in order to reach Zoraal Ja, we make our way through Origenics. Precisely. As the facility sustains the Alexandrian way of life, security will be extremely tight. But if you're willing to brave the route, we'll back you up as best we can. What say you? It goes without saying that we're going. I never had any doubt. I'm coming too. You'll need guidance on site, and this body makes me best suited. Hold it. Before you set off, I have to ask. All this time, you have known that Fiend is an Endless, haven't you? Who? Yes, we have. Why didn't you tell us? Honestly, it didn't seem relevant to the matters at hand. More complicated to explain than it was worth, and a distraction from our efforts to deal with Zoraal Ja. Speaking of which, We should get moving. Those who are sailing forth, we gather in front of the tower. We can count on you to provide support from here? Yes? Of course. Is she an Andalist too? I need to talk to you about... Never mind, it can wait. Lest you wonder, I have no objections to remaining here. Someone needs to keep those in Tuliyollal informed. Best of luck to you. All present and accounted for? Excellent. We make for the summit in one push. This will be a grueling climb, so see to it you spare no preparation. The entrance to Origenics is located on the back of Everkeep. We can reach it by the water. Come, we head to the pier at the Drift Downs. I will now explain how this mission will unfold. Origenics takes delivery at specific times. It is at one such time that we will enter the facility aboard the hover cargo. Hilusa here will pilot the vehicle, so you need only sit tight until we arrive at the entrance. Our friends in the back room will create a diversion so we can steal inside. After which we make our way to the summit, striking down any foes that bar our path. Easier said than done? Easy, yes. Easy to say, perhaps, but we'll manage one way or another. That we will. In anticipation of the unexpected, we should maintain contact with the support crew and adapt as necessary. Indeed, I shall use the communicator I borrowed from Shale to keep them informed at all times. I see everyone has a grasp of the details? Good. We set off very soon, so be ready. Origenics unlocked, level 99 dungeon. Okay. Ah, those are the soldiers fighting the monsters. So what, the monsters are loose? Phew, the diversion did the trick. Let's push straight to the middle level. There should be another freight elevator further in. Use it to head up. Row upon row of names are shown in the terminal display. It appears to be a list of those who were recently taken to the cloud. Might Namika be among them? At that end... No, wait. Not the best camouflage, now is it? Okay, please present identification. Failure to comply with results in the use of force. All instructions in the processing manual must be strictly observed. As we have charge of Realm's most vital resource, actions resulting in damage or loss constitute a serious crime. First stage, extraction. Mixed ether comprised of both memory and soul is extracted from regulators and transferred into the stabilizing tank. As hastening extraction increases the risk of damage, the rate must not be adjusted except in the event of an emergency. Priority Observation Subject, identification number 161127, named Namika, physical cessation age 86, citizen memory erasure completed, corporeal disposal completed, ether extraction completed. Damn. Second stage, separation. Mixed ether is put through the etheric separator and divided into its soul and memory components. Soul ether is then conveyed to upper Origenics for final processing, and memory ether to the meso terminal, root and location classified. Unless expressly specified, the memories of beings are discarded. Meso terminal. I'm afraid this is where data ends. You're on your own now. The souls are being cleansed prior to storage. They're headed up, but where do we go from here? Third stage, purification. Separated souls undergo through cleansing for the removal of residual memories. The purifying light is harmful to organic beings, so utmost care must be taken during the procedure. Even the slightest contamination may lead to memory and personality disorders within the user. As such, each and every soul must be cleared using the precision detector. Having completed the aforementioned process, a soul may finally be made available to the people of Alexandria. Your efforts are essential for the functioning of our nation, and we thank you for undertaking your duties with diligence. Experiment Log 216, Subject Ambrose. Experiment sees a soulless body infused with multiple souls, including those of beasts, via a prototype multi-regulator. Subject currently behaves within the parameters of a living person, but displays advanced symptoms of personality breakdown and destructive tendencies. This is all but certainly due to an overdominance of feral souls. Yet, while the subject possesses phenomenal strength, it cannot be reliably controlled, rendering it unfit for purpose. Future experiments must focus on imposing loyalty and obedience. Do I have time? I mean, I'm already here. Innovation success, Ambrose the Undeparted. Filthy rebels, you will not reach the king.
It's not opening.
Shale, can you see to the lock?
Just a moment.
Ever reliable.
Follow the passage inside and you'll come to an elevator. It'll take you to the 11th level.
Right. Let's keep moving.
Ah, this is where Zoraal Ja and Sven were talking.
The 11th level, just below the summit.
Look, soul cells. This is where they're kept.
What? Then these are all...
Indeed. Many died in the attack. Their souls would have been processed and transported here for storage. Or so I had expected.
A soul cell is supposed to light up green when loaded, isn't it? Yet the light is out on most of these.
Don't tell me he's already used them up! That's why he cut down one of his own. For the regulator! Who's there?
Where did you guys come from?
Alphino! And Y'shtola and Estinian too!
Lest you wonder, all is well in Zoraal. The enemy has withdrawn, freeing us up to come and lend you a hand.
The backroom crew gave us a briefing. No rest for the righteous as usual, eh?
The idea of empowering oneself with souls is rather reminiscent of void-sent practices. I should be keen to learn more about the process, after more pressing matters have been resolved.
I believe I speak for everyone when I say I'm glad you're here. As you'll have heard, the Alexandrians have suffered heavy casualties. We must stop Zoraal Ja before it gets any worse.
Onward to the summit. With comrades of such caliber, we have nothing to fear.
I thank you for coming with me this far, my friends. And I ask you to lend me your strength one last time. Together, let us defeat Zoraal Ja and safeguard the future of Tuliyollal.
And here is where I must excuse myself. Come back in one piece. You hear me?
We will. Every one of us.
This must be the Eliminator fight? This has to be. What?
What in the world is that?
It couldn't be a void gate.
It looks like a void gate, but...
It's enormous.
Aye. It dwarfs even the one Zeromus opened.
That is no void gate. It doesn't lead to the 13th.
Then...
Yes. In all likelihood, it's a portal to yet another reflection.
How can they open them so easily?
By the 12. To think that realities being fused together was only the beginning.
The speculation must wait. He's here.
Oh, wow, a throne. Just like in Tuliyollal. So wait, is Zoraal Ja the Eliminator?
There is a limit to how much ether a living being can harbor while retaining its physical form. Zoraal Ja has far exceeded that limit. With the souls he has absorbed, he has attained power to rival even a king among Voidsent, but at a terrible cost.
12 have mercy.
Brother! It ends here and now!
How it vexes when you call me brother. Brother, blood heir, resilient son. Who am I? What is my path? Why was I born?
I am Wuklamat, vow of resolve of Tuliyollal. And you are Zoraal Ja, king of resolve of Alexandria. For the last time, we fight. For duty. For blood. For everything.
Yes, we fight. Hold nothing back. This multitude of souls I shall burn to the last mote. I will kill you and prove the miracle. I will prove that I am Father's true successor.
Everkeep. That's a little square. King of Resolve, Zoraal Ja.
Come at me with your all. I will make you kneel. Let the victor's reign be sanctioned by the blood of the fallen. I need more power. This will hurt. I'm the worthy king! There is no miracle. This is my path. Trust only in myself.
What the hell?
It's mine, the ultimate power. This power is proof of my authority! Creation yields to my command!
Down, go down. That was a very cool trial. Must be crazy. Wait, we had 2 hits. Must be crazy in extreme.
Brother.
But is he dead? And if he's dead, why do I still have an entire soul left?
So, it is to be defeat.
Father, is that you?
Why do you weep?
Because it hurts. Because I don't understand why it had to be this way. Why don't I know you? Why didn't you want me?
How could I be a father when my own spared me? He left me nothing. No throne. No legacy. Nothing. And so, I had nothing to leave you.
Why does that matter? Couldn't you have just been there?
You ask a lost man for the way. I do not presume to call you mine, nor do I desire anything of you. But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn. I walked the path of ruin. Unable to surpass Father or Ramachi. So much for the resilient son, the miracle.
You think Papa left you nothing? You goddamned fool! You have the one thing he couldn't leave anyone else. You and Zoraal Ja.
Oh, the key. What will happen with the key now? Why are you looking up?
It's not over.
Ah, no, not you. What now?
Queen's beam?
Is she gonna take the key? Someone stop her.
Zoraal Ja is gone. There's no need to fight anymore.
She doesn't want to fight.
Sphene? Why are you here?
I wanted to express my gratitude to you all for vanquishing the King of Resolve and delivering my people. And to express my regret for what I've done to yours.
Your apologies won't bring back our dead or lessen your guilt.
But what are you gonna do? You wanna kill her?
Still, to strike you down in revenge would trigger all-out war between our nations. More innocents would suffer. Even if we cannot be friends right now, we need to find a different path forward. A way that Tuliyollal and Alexandria can coexist.
I fear that can never be.
What do you mean?
There is no other path for us. It's too late.
You're still gonna do it.
I cooperated with Zoraal Ja because I needed the life force yielded by the slain to sustain the Endless. Of course, the king betrayed me, and with his army defeated, that plan can no longer be realized.
What is? Are you aiming at somewhere else now? The portal, the place where?
But I can't. I won't fail my people. Be they possessed of flesh or no, all of them are dear to me. If there is something I can do for them, as their queen, I must do it.
She now has full power. So what is she gonna do with it?
Hear me, Sphene. We appreciate your commitment to serving the Alexandrians and have endeavored to understand your beliefs. Be that as it may, you must know it's wrong to sacrifice our living to save your dead.
That was the same thing that the Asians wanted to do. Sacrifice everyone from the reflections to bring back their world.
I see. It's because you do not know them that you believe they're dead.
Yeah?
They're not. So long as they are remembered, they shall never die. You understand, don't you? No matter what anyone may say, I refuse to believe that Kafkiwas is a hollow existence. That she can simply be allowed to fade away.
Yeah, Kakiwa is dead. She's an Endless too, and she's using, just like she's using this projection, she's using the little robot.
Your Majesty.
I am am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others. For them, I will do anything. No price is too high.
Okay. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna open the portal to another reflection?
Hells.
Damn it.
What is it?
There exists a legend in Alexandria. In ages past, faced with a calamity in their world, a clan of people used a singular power to flee to ours. The key which manifests this power answers to fervent desires, desperate, all-consuming supplications that have given rise to many a miracle. That key holds the secret to interdimensional fusion, and unraveling its mysteries was the foremost mission of the scientists of preservation.
Yes, we know this.
Alas, they failed to fully grasp its workings, leaving us with only partial control over it. Nevertheless, if I'm to sustain the inhabitants of living memory, I have no choice but to call upon its power.
Living memory.
And do what with it?
For hundreds of years I tried, but it was all to no avail. My benevolence did naught to protect my realm. But I can still take up arms and fight. If bloodshed will save my subjects, then I will become history's most brutal queen.
Oh, she said, okay, yeah. So, where did she go? Whoa, what? That woman, Sphene, was it? In all likelihood, her true form lies in the reflection yonder. But how to go after her now? Kakiwa might know something, but her vessel ceased to function when the portal closed. Let us examine it. With luck, it will yield some much-needed clues. Kakiwa's vessel shows no signs of life. Kakiwa said that she operates her vessel from afar. Could something have befallen her? The words Sphene spoke to your mother, did they mean anything to you? Those who came from my village, none of them remembered her. It's the same as what we witnessed happen to those who knew Namika. Then Kakiwa is... You noticed something, didn't you? Whatever it is, please tell me. While Sphene projected herself onto machines, Kakiwa controlled hers remotely, but to me, they appeared identical in their existence. Both were inorganic objects suffused with faint amounts of ether. When the ether faded, they became lifeless husks. And as we all saw, this happened to both the moment the portal closed. So Kakiwa was operating her vessel from the reflection beyond. But if none of her friends and acquaintances here remember her, then... Kakiwa is an endless too, yeah. The endless, those who are recreated from memories of the departed. All this time, my mother was dead. She fooled us all. Sphene, for one, does not seem to think of them in that way. No, she loves them like she does all her citizens, and she'll do anything to protect them. Such as plundering ether from the source. Alas, Zoraal Ja had his own agenda and spoiled the plan. But now that she possesses the key, she could target other reflections without our interference. Reflections whose people have no idea what she is willing to do. Then the people of the source are not the only ones in danger. We must stop her, but how are you going to follow her? We have to go where Sphene has gone. I want to talk to her again, and perhaps we'll find Kakiwa as well. With the gate closed, we need to find an alternate means of passage. I will look into it. Thank you. Let us begin by investigating this place. There may be clues relating to what lies beyond. Let me help. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Anything at all. Of course, my friend. Your knowledge and expertise would be most welcome. I expect the investigation will take time. Perhaps you would like to head back below with Zoraal Ja and get some rest. That's not a bad idea. We do need to share these developments with those in the back room as well. Come on, Zoraal Ja. You too. You have more than done your part for now, so leave this to us. So much has happened so quickly. I'm still catching up mentally, but where it concerns Zoraal Ja, I have no regrets. I'd made my choice and did what I had to do. I only wish I could have stopped Sphene too. Stopped her from walking her misguided path. I could definitely use some rest. I'm really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kakiwa. The others are trying to learn what they can. Oh, Kakiwa. We had known that such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye. You knew then that she was already gone. We did. We all did. Kakiwa forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Erenville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet. But tell me, how are the people faring? Have they forgotten Zoraal Ja already? No, they still remember him. We wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. Most are unaware of developments. They'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated, but at the same time, they'll like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with the various government bodies, but it would probably be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we have resolved matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I consider it my duty. As to Zoraal Ja's mechanical army, what has become of them now that he's gone? Ah, yes, about that. What? At the time we suspect that Zoraal Ja passed, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to Zoraal Ja. You mean to say Zoraal Ja is the new king? While a coronation is required to make it official, for the moment the system recognizes him as his father's successor. But I don't want this. I don't want to be king. It's not a decision you have to make right away. But given that the authority comes with command of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. We can think on it together later, but for now, I want you to hold on to it, to what your father has left you. If you say so. Are you all right, Namati? What is this? Why can't I... What? What? Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me? It's perfectly normal. You just need a little time. You think so? I'll take your word for it. For now, we have things under control. Why not return to Tuliyollal and rest up while the others handle the investigation? Good idea. You know, I think I'll do that. It'll be good to see how things are at home and catch up with Guana. Hey, why don't the two of you come too? But won't everyone hate me? Why would they? Of course not. They might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want to introduce you to Guana as new family. Really? Really? That is, if you're fine with it. I am. Then let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace to see Guana. And Guana is gonna meet his nephew.
You are returned!
Yep.
Wait there! I'm coming down!
I thought he was gonna jump.
Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome?
It's one heck of a long story, my friend. So, like, we won, but we lost. We also won, but we lost again.
So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Pretty much.
Hey, Kona!
Hey, Kona, look at this. This little blue baby boy.
Lamachi, is this boy perhaps?
This is Zoraal Ja's son, Zoraal Ja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Zoraal Ja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
He's a cat brother to a lion who are also brother to a mamulja. Your family is complicated.
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Zoraal Ja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course.
Except who is Zoraal Ja's mother? Zoraal Ja was alone, was the only mamulja in there. Who's the mother?
But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Zoraal Ja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zoraal Ja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Zoraal Ja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
Thank you. Start asking the important questions.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Hold on a second. Peace is over. But yes, I mean, Zoraal Ja was the only mamulja in the dome. I don't think there was any mamuljas in the areas of Shalani that were mixed with the dome, and I don't remember seeing any Mamulja in Alexandria.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Bloom Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Ya, cuéntese. It was indeed Zoraal Ja's realm inside the dome. A realm he ruled jointly with Sphene. He as the king of resolve, and she the queen of reason. Just like you and me here. Their people live very different lives compared to ours, but like us, they live them to the fullest. As Sphene is a big part of that, she's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as family. You and her must have gotten along well. We did, but out of love for her people, she has chosen the wrong path. They are good folk, the Alexandrians. They welcomed us into their homes and treated us with kindness and respect. But Zoraal Ja slaughtered them, slaughtered those he was meant to protect for his own ends. By the gods, tell me how this came to pass. When his attack on Tuliyollal failed, Zoraal Ja sought to gain more power, so he ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. What drove him to commit such an atrocity? He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world under his dominion, but that was just a means to achieve his true desire. My grandfather, he was a great person, right? Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person, that he wasn't just a great person's son. I dare say you are right. As the resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectation. That weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined. That's probably why he was who he was, and why he didn't want me. Damn it all, if only we had tried harder to reach out to him. Let's get moving. Zoraal Ja had become unimaginably powerful. It was only with Sagacyte's help that we managed to defeat him, and now I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria, and above all, to Zoraal Ja. I promised, didn't I? I wanted us to become family, and it isn't only out of obligation. Since I've gotten to know you, I've come to really like you. You might not be my nephew by blood, but we're family to the end. We'll always be there to help each other. Isn't that right? Right. You too. After everything we've been through, we are already as good as family. What? What do you mean, what? The more family you have, the merrier, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the barracks. I'm glad I could hear what happened in the dome. But I'm sorry that you had to bear such a heavy burden, Lamati. Don't be. As vow of resolve, it was something that I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tuliyollal safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas. It was because we all fought as one that we could repel the invaders, and then only with the aid of Vertra and his skin. Ah yeah, I didn't know. Thanks to Alfino and Estinian interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Ratzat Han. And when the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that this was it, the Tuliyollal you had envisioned. We owe our new allies a great debt, and hope that we can repay them one day. Indeed, once I've dealt with matters, we should go and thank them in person. Sagasanya told me as much, but you still have work to do, yes? Yep. Yes, I need to find Sphene. She harmed our people so that her own might live. But as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Just because Tuliyollal is safe doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thinking that led to conflict in the old days. I want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness, and the only way to do that is to stop Sphene from walking her path. Very well, Lamati. Just promise me you will take care. I promise, Guana. Guana should go to Alexandria. There's a lot of technology he would understand better than anyone. While I had anticipated this, I still can't help but worry. I'm sorry that I have to go away so soon. But even setting Sphene aside, some of our own people may be among the Endless. I can't just sit around and leave everything to the others. I understand. I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must. For all you have done for us, for our nation and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude. But thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Well, it was good to catch Koana up. Now we'll talk to the Ink Pearl. Who might this be from? Hello? That's right, Sagasite is with me. Is that so? In that case, let's meet at Sunperch. See you soon. Y'shtola is heading back. I dare to hope she's found a way to pursue Sphene. If you all wanted to go on ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call. Everyone see. Oh, wait. She. Apologies for the wait. You're all here. Then that means. Aye. We believe we've found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene has retreated. I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Could you start from the beginning, Y'shtola? Per Sphene's own words, the gate atop Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. And it was the artifact known as the Key that allowed her to control it. According to Ketenrem, the key was brought with me to the source 20 years ago. It was then kept here in the palace until its theft by Zoraal Ja, who used it in Yassulani to fuse a portion of our world with this reflection. Following Zoraal Ja's demise, Sphene claimed the key and disappeared through the gate. But where exactly did that gate lead? In seeking the answer, we took another look at Origenics and made a startling discovery. As you all know, there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep. The 12th level, the King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you actually went there, you saw that it didn't exist. Curious. We analyzed Origenics logs to see where the memories of the departed were being sent and where should it be, but through the gate, the missing 12th level. That level alone must have lain outside the fused region and so was left behind. then it means the reflection to which Sphene has fled is her own. Afino, if you would be so kind. Indeed, 'tis Sphene's homeworld, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens. But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gate. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is, how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We use another gate, and it just so happens we know where one is. The Golden Gate? The Sky di Cenote? Aye. All evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians and I came. Let me guess, the earring is some sort of key or schematic for the key? But assuming that's true, how can we open it? That is what we shall find out using the code in this earring. As you recall, Kryle's earring is in fact a data storage device. An analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, and a very large one at that. Given the circumstances of Kryle's arrival in the source, we believe that said contraption is the gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work. To make such progress in so short a time, you really are amazing. We couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed, Shale especially. Right then, it seems the plan is set. To the Sky di Cenote. So we're finally going to the Golden Gate. Begging your pardon, but might I have a moment ere setting forth? Oh, you're already going to give her the thing? Yes, I had thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. What thing? As Lamachi says, I have something for you. Please, come with me to Bayside Bevy. Armorer? Yeah, I'm gonna get my blah blah blah. Tuliyollal is safe in North Mall part to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you. While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you well in your coming mission. It apparently incorporates foreign technology. Leave it to Koana to request such a thing, eh? Mewa Sunte yonder has the equipment in his keeping. Just say the word, and he will bring it out. So, let's equip the new gear. Still no Black Mage hat on a piece of gear that's made in an expansion that's 2 expansions after the eras were released. And the weapon has a cat. Red-eyed cat. Cat, meow, 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 meow. I like the gear, I honestly do, but it still irks me that after all this time they cannot be bothered to make Vieras just clip. Just clip. I don't care. Just clip. Let me be a black mage with a black mage hat. That's the one thing that identifies a black mage, the hat, and we still can get it. They even said that with this new graphical update they were tuning the faces of every character so it will be more universal, blah 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 blah. And we still don't have a hat. It's the one thing that bothers me. With your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come, let's head to the Sky di Cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my orders, so I shall accompany you. Koana has already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment Just being here takes me back. And it wasn't even that long ago that we visited for the rite. So much has happened since then. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I cross the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all. Come on, let's go. Ah, the gate.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Cryo, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No?
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Zoraal Ja, would you give it a try?
Oh, yeah. He's now the king.
If the king's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
Yeah. Okay, you can be here, kid.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master, neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Zoraal Ja can open the gate, then so too can Sven close it.
Chop.
'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wook-Lamart, Kryl, and Erenville are a given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I.
No one's going.
Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
With you holding the fort, I know we'll be all right. Make sure we can return while you're still young and beautiful, eh? I'm sorry.
It's fine. Really.
Mostly.
Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
It is done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphne's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
What's it gonna be?